Good evening, friends. Welcome back to the channel. Today is June 25th, 2026, and we are bringing you a packed edition of the most critical health and medical breakthroughs from across the globe. Whether you are a healthcare professional keeping up with clinical guidelines or simply looking out for your own health, today's headlines are massive. We have major new FDA approvals changing the landscape of aggressive breast cancer treatment. We are covering an unprecedented regulatory overhaul in medical education that will completely change how doctors specialize. Plus, we dive into shocking new environmental research mapping out exactly how microscopic plastics are supercharging liver disease when combined with modern diets. Let's get straight into the details. Segment 1, FDA approves game-changing breast cancer therapies. We begin today with a massive victory in the fight against oncology, specifically targeting aggressive forms of breast cancer. The U.S. Food and Drug Administration, FDA, has officially granted twin major approvals that expand frontline treatment options. First, the FDA approved sacituzumab govitecanide, commercially known as Trodelvy, for two separate first-line indications in adults battling unresectable locally advanced or metastatic triple-negative breast cancer, TNBC. TNBC is historically one of the hardest subtypes to treat because it lacks the three most common receptors that fuel breast cancer growth. Indication 1, Trodelvy is now approved as a standalone monotherapy for first-line patients who cannot receive standard PD-1 or PD-L1 immune inhibitor therapies. Indication 2, in an even bigger shift, it is approved to be paired directly with pembrolizumab, Keytruda, as a powerful first-line combination cocktail for patients whose tumors express high levels of the PD-L1 biomarker. Data from the ASCEND-03 and ASCEND-04 trials show that getting these advanced therapies early in the treatment cycle drastically improves progression-free survival. But that isn't the only oncology win today. The FDA also officially greenlit palbociclib, Ibrance, to be used in a new combination regimen alongside trastuzumab and endocrine therapy. This is specifically authorized as a first-line maintenance treatment for patients with hormone receptor-positive, HR+, HER2-positive metastatic breast cancer following standard initial induction. This gives patients a powerful tool to prevent cancer recurrence and preserve quality of life without aggressive chemotherapy cycles. Segment 2, National Medical Commission phasing out PG diplomas. Shifting gears to medical infrastructure and education, the National Medical Commission, NMC, in India has issued a massive structural directive that will reshape the future of medical postgraduation. The NMC's Postgraduate Medical Education Board has officially announced a timeline to phase out all postgraduate, PG, diploma medical courses across the nation. The timeline, the upcoming 2026 to 27 academic session, will be the absolute final year any medical student can enroll in a PG diploma course. The new mandate, starting in the 2027 to 28 session, fresh admissions into diploma programs are completely banned. The solution, medical institutions currently offering these shorter diploma courses are ordered to immediately apply via the Medical Assessment and Rating Board to convert those existing seats into full-fledged, broad specialty MD and MS degree seats. This policy is the is the culmination of a structural shift that has been brewing for nearly 2 decades. By standardizing specialized training into 3-year residency master's degrees, MD/MS, rather than shorter 2-year diplomas, the NMC aims to elevate the standard of clinical expertise across hospitals, ensuring all specialists undergo uniform, rigorous training. Segment 3, Microplastics and high-fat diets accelerate liver injury. Next up is a highly alarming study published in Science Advances that everyone needs to hear. We already know microplastics are an unavoidable reality. They are found in our drinking water, our food, and even human bloodstreams. But scientists have just uncovered how these plastic particles interact with our modern dietary habits. Researchers conducted spatial transcriptome mapping to see what happens when microplastics meet a high-fat diet. The findings were deeply concerning. Microplastic exposure combined with an unhealthy high-fat diet acts as an accelerator for severe liver injury and hepatotoxicity. The mechanism. The study identified a highly specific cellular crosstalk between two proteins involved in fat metabolism and tissue repair. The consequence, when microplastics build up in the liver, they essentially short-circuit the body's natural ability to repair cellular damage. If a patient already has underlying fatty liver issues due to a bad diet, the microplastics intensify inflammation and speed up the progression towards severe liver disease. While this study was performed in animal models, the biological pathways are closely mirrored in humans, triggering urgent calls for clinicians to look closer at environmental toxicity and metabolic diseases. Segment 4, Global Health Roundup, Mental Health Gaps in Clinical Trials. Announced it has received regulatory approval to kick off its highly anticipated SLIM-1 Phase 1 clinical trial. This study will evaluate their proprietary subdermal semaglutide implant, NPM-139, for long-term weight management and obesity. Instead of taking daily pills or weekly injections, this tiny implant is engineered to slowly release medication over months, solving the massive clinical hurdle of patient non-adherence. Stair climbing. Another low-cost, versatile exercise for weight loss is stair climbing. Although you could use a machine, all you really need for this exercise is a trusty set of stairs. Climbing just 2 flights of stairs every day can lead to 6 pounds of weight loss in a year. It can also add to the amount of good cholesterol in your blood and help keep your joints, muscles, and bones healthy. WebMD. Autoimmune disease. Stem cell transplant asterisk https://share.google/bssvopposite7uywfx0n. Injections of an ultra-long-acting investigational GLP-1 agonist asterisk led to significant weight loss in people with overweight or obesity, with reductions continuing after a switch to once-monthly dosing, according to the ongoing VESPER clinical program. After an initial 12-week titration period with weekly dosing, average body weight with the 4.8 mg monthly dose level of darabinotide declined 12.1% by week 28, and without reaching a plateau, as compared with a 0.2% increase with placebo. Interim findings from the dose-finding phase IIB VESPER 3 study showed. MedPage today. Conclusion and call to action. That wraps up your daily medical news briefing for June 25, 2026. From major shifts in cancer survival metrics to changes in how future doctors will be trained, today has been an incredibly pivotal day for medicine. Which of these updates do you think will have the biggest impact on public health? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this breakdown valuable, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss a daily breakthrough. Stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll see you in the next video.